Well, guys, that's right. And with those new executive orders, yes, your gas and electricity costs could go down. But there's debate on where we need to focus our energy. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, Oklahoma was the nation's 6th largest producer of marketed natural gas and crude oil. That's the most recent data from 2023.
Yes, we truly are in a state of emergency when it comes to how much power we need on the horizon.
Corporation Commission Chair Kim David looks at President Trump's new executive orders on energy as a win for the oil and gas industry and Oklahoma. She says Biden administration regulations were too strict.
From the previous administration's regulations and rules that were burdensome to our economy here, and how much it slowed down not only production but just us being able to build a power plant, natural gas power plant.
The Unleashing American Energy Order, along with the Declaring a National Energy Emergency Order, were signed by the president on the first day of his second term, rolling back a slew of rules, making it easier for energy companies to increase production. David told us Oklahomans are on her mind with this, after rate hikes on electricity and gas the past few years.
We can start building natural gas power plants, have a more reliable grid, then we'll start seeing those prices come down. They won't be quite so restrictive.
In his inauguration speech, the president made it clear he wants to drill. And with more oil and gas available, the cost goes down for the customer. But in the oil industry,
and you need prices that are high and stable in order to drill these kind of wells.
Now I'm told about $70 to $80 a barrel is a good place for these companies to be. However, if that price gets too high, the rush to drill could slow down. Even with reduced regulations and encouragement to drill from the president, AG says oil and gas companies will work to keep prices at a point where they can still profit.
Because as those prices start to go down, they're less likely to want to drill more wells because these wells are expensive. These wells can cost between $4 and $10 million onshore.
The United States has more than doubled its oil production in the last 20 years due to technology and hydraulic fracturing, also known as fracking. In 2005, the country was producing about 5 million barrels of oil a day. But that number, right now, is closer to 13 million barrels a day.
To say that we're in an emergency, I would just say I don't agree with that personally.
However, AG says Oklahoma and the country need to look at electrical grids, the networks of power generators and distribution lines that get power to homes and businesses.
But each one of those probably needs some upgrades and some ability to, move electricity more efficiently. So I do support looking at the electricity grid in the United States.
Now, of course, there are environmental implications with all this. We reached out to the EPA. They did not return our messages today, but the DEQ did give us a statement that says in part they are, quote, currently evaluating President Trump's executive order regarding energy policy, and we do not yet know how this will affect DEQ programs. Abby.